Okay, time to look at stocks, but before I do that, I want to share a story with you, and this is my story about LinkedIn. I think the message is there's no such thing as overbought and oversold. It's what the markets want to do with it. And basically, I got into LinkedIn down here, talked about it in the videos around about the middle of July, and got out when we gapped up here. But if I just held some profit, locked in some profit, I would have got in and kept in and stayed in this move up here. Beautiful 3 weeks of trading. Even this fourth week here, we are moving up very, very nicely. So it's a lesson. I would stick an alert on that gap fill, and then let's see if I can come down, fill the gap, and give me a chance to get in. Right, this week, basically what I've been doing is I've been doing scans on retail in the US and oil and techs. My favorite sectors are oil and techs, but I'll start off with something that doesn't fill the criteria for any of those categories, and that is basic materials. This is X, been off fantastic. This is another example of no such thing as overbought and oversold. Here we are rattling up against this fib level and push. It just bounces up, gaps up on no doubt that is earnings. And if you bracket the earnings at 33 and trade whichever way it breaks out of that, then you would make money. But you need to be experienced to do that setup and manage that, the risk involved in that. So because it could, of course, always just roll over and fill the gap. Okay, so X is on my watch list. It's at a 127 extension level. If it does start to come off, then I would look to buy and trade the gap. Taser, I'm very interested in Taser. It's come off big time from the big two up here. Here we are at 1144. If we start closing above 1165, I'm going to be a buyer. It's very much on my watch list. Got a weekly hammer here after all this selling, and the fibs on the last big move are telling me that this is 1138 and the 1044 is a good support level. Obviously we're under the 50 MA, but this is a fib support region. On a big move like that, I'm very, very interested in any market that comes down to a fib level, this lower fib level, the bottom of the fib box here, and holds. Because if we just prove that we can hold that level and not roll out of it on another leg down, then I'm in. That's Taser. So quite a lot on my watch list. NGLS, I'm interested in this. This is a gas stock. I want to buy at 67.95. I'm going to go in at 68. I'm going to be aggressive and go in at 68. And my stop is going to have to be under 65.50. And I am looking for a pushback. I think this is a lovely W pattern, potential W pattern. Obviously, it's not formed yet. But I think that is a nice move, and we could just hit this resistance level and roll over, but I don't think we will. I think this is a strong stock, and buying gas this time of summer is not a bad idea. So retail, Ross Stores, that's a watch. I think that's due another leg down, but we're hitting this resistance, closed underneath it. I'll keep it on the watch. I will buy stocks in when a market is potentially change the game. Too bearish. If I see a retest of the hammer on the riverbed at 17.95, 5. I mean, I will take a position on that, and if it works, I'll add to it. Red hat. I'm waiting for a short signal on this one. I think this on the weekly chart here, this is massive resistance. At the moment it's sitting up, but I think this could be a potential end pattern. So if that breaks down, I think we'll get you start breaking down from there. I would look for that to come right the way back down here. It's very strong at the moment, so I don't want to jump in front of a train. But that is a potential hangman. So I'll look for a lower close on RHT. Rambus. I actually think this is a buy again. That's two decent buys in what was still a lot of selling in the Dow, but I'm going to give that one more day. If we close higher, I will get into that. Macy's. Again, this is a short watch. No short signal yet. If we, I think that is a potential breakdown pattern. I think we're going to get squeezed out of that, and I would look for that to drop out of that. I think that's going to roll over, but I want a sell signal. I want a red bar in there to let me get short on Macy's. Kohl's, these are all stores, same story. We're topping. I think we're topping. It's not particularly. I don't think this is a particularly strong stock anyway. And if that breaks out of that pattern, I would want to get short. RSI is not high. Weekly had a good week last week. Yeah, so it had relative strength. That's why I'm not dashing in for this. It had relative strength. That weekly bar pushed up in a week when the markets were very weak. JC Penney, I think this is short now. I'm looking to short JC Penney. At 942 to see if that can roll over out of that level. It's potentially double top with a lower high. So I'm looking for a short on JC Penney. Dillard's, waiting for a short signal. NJ, no, don't like it. Deckers, I think Deckers Outdoor, so it's a seasonal stock. Traditionally this runs up in the first half of the year and sells off in the second. Broke up over that resistance and closed back down again. So another lower close, and I would like to short to see if we can fall out of that triangle. That's my favourite setup. Adobe, this is a good stock. And that's just a watch. I would like to see that lower. Let's see if that's going to work. Alright, I hope that helps. But this is going to be, I'm going to do 2 videos a week on stocks now. Monday's Traders Roundtable dominated by stocks now. And I will issue a track sheet later today or tomorrow latest with these entry levels, ready to keep track of what we were doing and keep a journal on stocks only. Okay, I hope that helps, and any feedback is welcome. See you then.